All right. Welcome back, everybody. All right, so count us down. 3.
Oh, wait,
2.
time out. We don't stream this show, by the way. Just FYI.
Yeah, it's not live. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Now countdown.
I guess so.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Boss Rush After Dark, the alternative podcast show for the Boss Rush Network. I am your host, LeRon Dawkins, and back with me tonight, as always, is Stephanie Klimov, the lady boss of the Boss Rush writing team.
I got to get introduced first tonight over Corey. Yeah.
Ladies first. Ladies first.
Only
Also,
took 19 episodes, Stephanie. It's fine.
It's all right.
Also, is that guy, Corey Derrick.
I'm here. Hello. I'm not tired tonight for the first time ever.
You're not?
I mean,
What's your... Oh, you lied.
I was gonna say
no.
I felt a little bit of sarcasm there.
I mean, okay, I have more energy than I normally do at this time on a Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
But you're still tired.
It's true, but got my Red Bull here. Okay, it's fine. I've got like 3 more hours tonight, guys. Okay, it's gotta push through, you know. Anyways, sorry.
All right.
I'm here too.
All right. But also joining us tonight from is a website plus a Twitch channel, correct?
Yeah.
And
Correct.
YouTube, LeRon. Come on.
And
It's
YouTube,
everything.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
everything. It's
everything.
the internet.
It's everything. Welcome tonight, NerderSheWrote.
Wow.
Hold on. You know, this is what I get for not having a script.
This is a
You
perfect
should
game.
have a script.
Perfect game here,
ready.
LeRon.
Perfect game, yeah. Hey, Mackenzie, welcome to the show tonight.
Thanks for having me.
He forgot who you were, but welcome.
No, I did not. No, I did not forget who she. I did not forget who she was. I was actually trying to like get her her AKA out first, and then introduce her. I just screwed it all up. That's.
It's all good. It's all good. But thanks for having me.
Jeez,
I'm
what?
NerderSheWrote.
Why are you so mean?
It's all good. I'm here. I'm NerderSheWrote. Thanks for having me.
I got it right, LeRon.
Welcome.
First 2
Welcome.
hours we were here.
Yeah, this is the no holds bar, inappropriate. Let's
Oh.
podcast, whatever.
LeRon's mind's not right because his boyfriend's still gone. It's fine.
Aww.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
15.
Just pop in another lollipop in your mouth. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Hey.
It probably tastes better too. It's fine.
Depends what you eat.
Wow. Wow. You know what? No comment. Jesus Christ.
Pineapple.
That's a safe
I
word.
did hear that when you eat a lot of citrus, it does improve the taste.
Pineapple helps.
It's true. It is true. It's true. I know this firsthand. It's true. How's everybody doing tonight?
I don't know. I feel like I just started something it's just a bad.
You did.
decision.
There you go.
What is
consequences?
what is your fascination with my boyfriend? What is going on right now?
I just
Someone's
like to poke
jealous.
fun, LeRon. Gosh.
You notice, LeRon? He's always about that boyfriend of yours, but then he's also talking about how much he enjoys you hitting him up at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning.
Exactly.
I'm the fluffer. We've already established this.
Oh man.
That's a good friend to have.
I'm a good friend. Okay. I'm a good friend, LeRon.
Yeah, you are. You definitely take care of me. Take that any way you want.
Name of your sex tape.
Well, how's everybody?
Doing all right.
I was trying to think of a good comeback, but I just couldn't.
I'm
Also
so
the
glad.
name of your sex tape.
Also,
Man, I am so glad I'm a dark-skinned black fellow because I'd be blushing so hard right now.
Also the name of your sex tape.
Oh my God, she is good. Can we keep her?
Yep.
oh God.
She fits right in.
Crap!
Give me your sex tape.
I almost choked on his lollipop. I was trying to
Guys,
get
you
out.
guys-
That's what she said.
Another.
man.
Oh my gosh, just banger after banger.
Everything you guys say. We have so many movies to catch up on.
How you feeling, LeRon?
Well-
Now that your mouth is full, you feel better?
Oh my god!
Oh, you know what? Keep them coming. Oh man. No, actually, I will say this. Like my roommate went out of town this week. Actually, he went out. He left yesterday, and he'll be gone until Monday. So like, I have a giant ass house to myself. No boyfriend right now. So I mean, if I decide to be a hoe this weekend, there's nobody here to stop me.
Okay. I mean, different zip codes,
Ooh.
right?
I mean,
Yeah.
Hey, that's a good topic. Maybe we can save that as a quick, lighthearted one at the end. Like talk about what is it, like the zip code rule, or what do you
Oh,
call
the zip
it?
code rule.
Yeah.
like, how far have you driven? How many zip codes away have you
Okay.
driven for this?
Okay. Like, yeah, we can say that for a topic. That would be a good topic, actually.
I mean,
My information will blow y'all away, but yeah.
will it?
Ooh,
I challenge your challenge.
oh boy.
Well, I didn't say it would blow y'all away for the right reasons.
Still challenging your challenge.
We'll see what happens.
I was in my 20s once. I was thin once.
Yeah, Corey. You've surprised me with many of your wild and crazy.
I know.
We
right?
haven't even gotten to that stuff yet, Stephanie.
Oh, we just scratched.
Oh my!
Oh,
Man, I apparently did not live my 20s the right way.
no, you did not. You missed out.
My 20s are kind of repressed, but I made up for
Look.
them in my 30s.
To be fair, if I could do maybe like a tenth of what Stephanie puts on her Instagram, I would be really happy with myself. And every time your Instagram,
He's talking.
Wait,
He's
what's
talking.
your
He's,
Instagram handle?
he's talking about pole, by the way.
yeah,
I did pole class, okay?
Oh, get it, girl.
I'm just saying, like if I was like a tenth that fit now, I'd be like really happy with myself. And then like I just scroll past your Instagram because I'll just like cry myself in a corner. It's like, oh my god, I just need to go do something.
At
with my
least you
life.
don't
Corey.
have to live with bursitis, so.
Wait, what exactly is bursitis? I feel like I should know this.
She
Oh,
has
goodness,
she has a liquid sac somewhere. I don't know. How did you say it?
There's a liquid sac that's, I'm going to use the normal looking elbow, but every joint has a cushion, right? And that
Mhm.
cushion's called a bursa. Bursitis, so anything that ends with itis, is inflammation.
Inflammation.
Of the bursa. So like when I woke up one morning, it's like this big ass ball of fluid, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh.
And even just moving my joint,
Uh-huh.
just like this, not putting any pressure on it, hurts like a motherfucker. It
Mm.
hurts. I was icing it all day, all night, using naproxen and whatever. I don't know what the fuck I did with it, but yeah. So, but I just blame pole because that's really the only thing that
The
I've
only
done.
strenuous activity.
Because I've ran all my life since high school, and I highly doubt running is causing micro traumas to my elbow,
Mhm.
but possibly pole, where I'm constantly like flipping myself up and down, sideways and around. So
You gotta drain the sack.
one way or the other.
That's
One
how I
way
got
or the
2
other.
kids. So, whoops. Good times.
I told myself, I think this summer I was going to enroll myself into like some like formal dancing classes. Like do all like the ballroom, the swing, all that stuff, right? I don't know. Maybe I'll just do pole this summer. Like it's a workout.
Dude, I follow a guy on Instagram. It's a guy that does like pole fitness, and the dude can fucking, if there's a pole here, he can literally like hang sideways.
Oh, did the flag stand, the flagpole thing.
Like goals.
I
I'll
wanna-
never be able to do that, but
I would love to have the physical strength to just be able to just use my hands, just like go up,
Right.
like a rope
If
or
I
a
could
pole,
just
like
crawl up it,
Yeah.
right?
yeah, like not use my feet, my legs and my feet at all to like get up to the top, But the problem is, how the hell do I get down?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, his name
Just
is
slide down, LeRon.
Maggie Mags. I don't know if you can see it, but you see how that guy is hanging on the side with his feet?
Yeah.
What the hell?
dang.
Yeah, I
Yep.
see that. Yeah.
Maggie Mags.
Hmm.
Like, so
Wow.
I do want to say that you guys have encouraged me to lose weight, and I've lost 30 pounds. So
That's awesome.
Good
Hey.
shit. Good shit, man.
I am proud of myself for that. But
you should be.
I need to lose this 20 I put on since last fall.
I do have to say, though,
You know
every
what?
time I stand up off the couch, though, my knee feels like it's just going to explode. So
I think that just comes with age.
I think. Do you guys have the thing where you wake up in the morning and your feet make that weird,
Yes.
creaky, cracky sound
Oh,
now?
gosh.
It's
Like,
not-
what
not-
is that about?
It's not my feet actually. It like if it isn't my knee, it's usually like someplace in my hip.
look,
Oh.
every time I wake up and just like stretch and roll out of bed, it feels like I'm rolling on bubble wrap. That's how many times my back and my
Ah.
joints
Yep.
crack.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, and
Like a
my personal
Transformers
trainer is
movie.
always telling me you need to stretch, you need to foam roll, and I'm like, stretching feels nice, but foam rolling hurts like a motherfucker.
it's true.
I haven't tried the
I-
foam roll.
I
Mm.
got it's not a foam roller per se, but it's like one. It's much larger in diameter. It's meant for your back.
Uh-huh.
Feels so fucking good. And it just like, it's like having a chiropractor every day, just cracking my back. It's amazing.
I do like when I roll my back because I don't know like the various like names, like, you know, like I have the L3 and all that stuff. I don't know
Yeah.
what they are, like, you know, in my spine, but all I know is like when I start rolling my back and I start feeling them release, it's like, oh my god, this feels so amazing.
Well, hey, LeRon,
So,
I'm
well-
going to knock out these patrons real quick.
Do
if you
it.
don't mind, before
Good
we
call.
Do it.
Good call.
get into the where everybody's going to unsubscribe because the show's already going off the rails. Yeah, so if you are a patron for just $1, you get After Dark and Standard Definition 2 weeks early, Expansion Pass, and the Boss Rush podcast 1 week early. But if you are a $5 tier subscriber, you are subscribing at the producer tier. And what that gets you is a producer credit on the show, a producer shout out, if you will. Our $5 producers for this episode are Quentin Jackson, Rebecca Jewell, Adrielle Munger, and my wife, Sana Deering. I can't not
The
do
real
that anymore.
MVP.
Stephanie makes me do this every time now, and I just
Yeah.
can't
Oh,
stop.
come on. You do it on shows where I'm not present. I'm
I
not
know,
really
because I
forced.
know you're going to listen to it, and I can feel your ears seeing me do that.
Okay.
I don't know what that means.
Feel your ears.
I hear colors. I want to thank. It's been a long day. I want to thank all of our producers. I want to thank everybody who subscribes to us on Patreon. Remember, all of our content is free. You just get a little bit early and a few perks if you are a patron. We also appreciate our free listeners too. So, anyways, continue, LeRon. Just wanted to get that out of the way.
Actually,
Uh-oh.
there's I mean, you pretty much caught me at the perfect time, because like I was actually done with my small little rant. Even though let me ask you a question, Corey. Like, is it your left knee that's bugging you?
Yep.
It's mine too. What the fuck?
We're just two peas in a pot. I don't know.
A sack.
Yeah.
A sack. 2 peas in a sack.
Two peas in a
Two
sack.
balls in a sack. Oh, jeez.
Perfect.
Anything exciting happening to you guys this week or this past week? I would say.
This is the most exciting night of the week, LeRon.
Oh, question.
Exactly.
Wait, Stephanie. Question. Who was that in that picture with you on your Instagram?
Someone's getting nosy. That's my point.
I do like home dude on Mad TV said I synced it.
Yep, that's finally him. I don't tend to post a lot of pictures about my relationship life post divorce because I never know when is an appropriate time.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I was just feeling it, and yeah.
Well, y'all look very good together.
Oh, thank you. Some people make snarky comments about how much older he looks because he is older, but I'm like,
What's the age gap between y'all?
15 years.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, he is much older. And
I
he's not a sugar daddy. He ain't got no money.
Oh no! Why you put him out there
You're
like
in the
that?
same boat.
Not like that. Like, I don't need him to have money. It's because that's what people assume. Unfortunately, like if a girl is dating an older man, it's because he's got money. It's not because of that. But I would joke with my friends because when I met him online dating was super exciting and romantic, right? And when I got a hold of his Instagram at first, I was like scrolling through because that's what most people do. And there's one where he's like in front of a swimming pool, like with people, and he had, he was in his swimming trunks and he had a 6-pack. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what a dilf. And I like sent it to all my friends. And like, look at he's got a 6-pack. And he's so embarrassed every time I talk about that. So.
I was just gonna say, does he listen to this? Is he gonna hear you talking about
I hope so.
the 6-pack? That's so cute.
Ideas for LeRon's book. Writing. Thing.
Be like, Daddy. No, it was a really nice picture. Like I could not help but double tap it so fast. Like it was like, man, look at this.
Aw, thanks.
I'm happy when my friends are happy.
Thank you. Can I just like make a comment about that? It's related but also not related.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have as many pictures of, like, for example, my boyfriend and I, or my friends and I, because I don't like taking selfies. I mean, it's unless you have like if it's a really important picture, I will go out of my way to ask someone in public to take a picture. But other than those rare instances, and I won't be caught dead with a selfie stick, you're really just left with a selfie. And I don't like selfies. But because of my stubbornness, I don't have a lot of pictures. Like, do you guys like or dislike or just feel indifferent about selfies? I don't know. I feel like it just looks.
I feel like as I've gotten older, like it definitely like 20s, like any moment you could get like at a party or what if you're hanging out with friends, like everyone's just like selfie. Even if you didn't post it, you just had it to document the night. But now that I'm older, like I'm 35 now. I like don't really take a lot of pictures when I go out. I just kind of want to like enjoy the moment, I guess. Like even at PAX, it's like I barely took photos. Like I took just video that I needed of like each booth that I was going to talk about for games, and we took a couple of pictures because with the group, but we
usually had someone like taking the picture so it looks nice. I mean, maybe it's because I'm not a master of selfies, but the angles are weird. My arm's not long enough, and I just feel like I look like an absolute donkey.
That is not true. You do not look like a donkey.
I'm that guy that takes 37 different photos before I have one.
We see you on socials. Okay. I'm at the gym. I just ran 3 miles. Look how sweaty I am. I'm LeRon.
LeRon.
Well, you know, hot weather season is coming, so get ready. Don't do that. It only happens in the summer.
I take selfies, but only like the selfies I take are when I go live on Twitch. And I'm like, hey, I'm live. But it's like, so that's pretty much my Instagram right now is just my go live posts.
See, that's what I should do.
We should probably start doing that too. I thought about that.
You should take like a screenshot of everyone and be like.
But then I'm like.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, man, I usually take screenshots to promote us after the fact. But then I don't know. I guess we should probably do that at some point.
And he gets powerfully bent out of shape if I'm not wearing a sleeveless shirt.
Your whole thing is no sleeves, and the one episode you had long sleeves on. It threw literally everybody off. It's our lowest listened to episode because they can just feel your sleeves.
They couldn't hear the sexy arms.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Is it for real our lowest?
No,
our
I'm
lowest,
just kidding. I don't know what
That would
episode
be
it
so
was.
funny.
No. There was a time when folks would like come in the chat and like, why has he got sleeves?
Mhm.
They are nice arms.
Those are your
Like,
only
Oh,
fans.
thanks. I'm telling you, just imagine what would happen if I actually had an OnlyFans.
I know. I'm just saying.
Missed
You-
opportunity.
Yeah.
I was inches away from. I was
Inches
this close
away.
to-
Wow.
I was like, how is he finishing that?
I was this close to starting one, and then I got into a relationship, and I was like, oh, slow down.
Yeah.
Oh. Man.
Man, Instagram, someone hacked my Instagram like a month or so ago and started like a fake. It looked like a fake OnlyFans, but it was
Oh,
completely
snap.
it was like a completely other website. It just made it look like OnlyFans. And I was like, this is not me. Like, no one,
Ah.
like, it was like, they had like a banner on the website. It was like all these different kind of dildos. I'm like, these are very nice, but they're not mine.
Jesus
Like,
Christ.
and so like I got it taken down and everything, but there was like that morning I was just like panicked. Like, this is not me. Like they were posting like stories with like fake like someone else's butt and like everything. And it was like
Was it at least
God.
a nice?
it was a good butt. And I was like, you guys know it's not me because that's obviously not my ass. Like,
Oh man.
Wow. Man. What a start to this show.
I feel like
Yeah, it
this
was a
is one
good
of the
one.
better starts. Yeah.
No, it is. I mean, last week I was like, I don't know.
Poor thing.
Now we're all like laughing and it's like, it's a good vibe. I'm just enjoying it.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Anytime you start a show with a big juicy sack,
Yeah.
probably
Mhm.
Mhm.
probably good.
Yeah, you know it's gonna make a
You have your work cut out for you.
So what
Well,
are
you
the
know
what are
what?
the topics tonight, LeRon?
You know, I feel like I don't want to kill this vibe, you know. So I don't know, like let's talk about something fun, you know. Let's talk about something cool, something hip, you know.
We could do our travel topic that we just discussed.
Oh, our zip codes?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
How far have you gone, LeRon?
Let's. How far have I gone? I've only crossed 2 state lines. So not.
Please
super far.
share. I'm waiting for the rest of the
Oh,
story.
you want the whole?
I don't like.
You
What
want
do you
the
mean
whole?
by that?
Like, were you
What's up?
already in a relationship, but then you went to state
No,
lines to, like...
No, I was not in a relationship. No,
Oh, okay.
it was more one of those things where shoot, and it's been a long fucking time too. Crap, like I'm trying. This was back when MySpace was still a thing. Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah,
Love it.
yeah. So this is back when MySpace was still a thing and everything, and you know, like
Was this
like,
person part of your top 8, LeRon?
Actually, yes. Actually, yes. Yeah. Yeah. So. So how did crap? I don't remember how like the whole interaction started, but yeah, she was in my top 8, and it was just something that seemed like every time like because like you know like you had like AOL Instant Messenger and ICQ and all that stuff. So basically, you know, and you remember how like in MySpace you put all that information in there,
Mhm.
so people could always find you and all this stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, because
Yeah,
back
so,
then
like-
it was warranted that people find you all over the place, wherever you were.
I know. It's like those memes now. Like every night, my mom is praying for my safety, and I'm on the internet like taking nude pictures of myself and sending them to the world.
Oh my gosh. I love
Have you ever
it.
sent a nude picture to the wrong person?
No, not one of mine. No.
But you sent someone else? You
Uh,
sent a naked person of someone else?
yeah. Yeah.
Oh, we
I
gotta
have.
hear that.
Hmm.
Because
Listen,
that's different.
all I have to say is don't send one of you to the person you're with, sister, because that's a bad move.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Oh.
I'll tell that story later.
I don't think I've ever had a picture incident, but my current boyfriend, he was he wanted to send a text to me about very graphic details about how excellent the other night was, and he sent it to his ex, like, and baby mom.
Oh shit!
Oh,
He took a
wow.
screenshot and sent it to me. He goes, "Look what I just did."
Oh, no.
The nude to somebody else I sent by
Wow.
mistake.
Oh,
I-
God.
I sent someone I was talking to his own nude. It was one of those ones where I was like, I was supposed to be saying, "Hey, should I tap this?" And I accidentally sent it back to the person that sent it to me.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Wow.
no.
Yeah, yeah, and it was funny because he was like, dude, you just sent me my own junk,
Mm.
like, and then
How
the
did you
next.
talk your way out of it?
Well, no, it was funny because
He
I was
didn't.
I was embarrassed because I was like, oh shit,
yeah.
and it was funny because it was one of those ones where you hesitate to reply back, and then the next line was, well, do you want to tap this?
What
You're
was
like,
your answer?
I thought I was clear.
Nice.
Of course my answer was hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I went from Virginia down to South Carolina, and what's even worse about this is that I used the whole excuse that I was going to see my mom to go to my mom's house and then travel another hour or so down the road for a hookup.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Was it worth it?
It was worth it, but in all honesty, now I don't remember the details. It's been so long. Like I said, that was back during the MySpace days. That was before Facebook was a thing.
Mhm.
Mm.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't travel that far anymore. Not for that.
You don't
It's-
outsource.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, I got popular on Twitch now. I don't have to do that anymore.
Mm.
Not Twitch. I'm sorry, Twitter.
I was gonna say, what kind of Twitch are you on?
Oh no, not that Twitch.
He's showing more than just arms on that channel.
Yeah.
Woo!
No nips though,
Well,
LeRon.
like, yeah, remember I almost made that mistake last week where I almost showed you guys the art book to Perky Little Things.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
No,
Yeah,
that-
you was about to get us a strike.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, Mackenzie, I don't know. I think you guys were waiting for like a speaker or something at PAX, but I stopped by a booth and I got this collector's edition of Perky Little Things.
Nice. That's sweet.
But okay, so LeRon, you said you've traveled various zip codes.
I drove. Yeah.
What's your personal policy on, well, just the zip code rule as far as if you're in a relationship? If your partner, kind of like right now, if your partner is in another area, another state, another zip code,
Mhm.
is that a pass for sleeping with someone else or not?
It's funny. We've been kind of talking about that. We haven't made any like hardcore decisions yet as far as are we open or open-ish or whatnot and stuff like that. But I mean, the cool thing, I guess the cool thing about dating somebody like me is I kind of have a more elevated or evolved sensibility when it comes to sex and sexuality and stuff like that. So so honestly, I kind of get if someone has an urge to do something, or it's a spontaneous thing. It's not even like they meant to cheat or whatnot, if that makes sense. But it kind of happens. Of course I'll ask the questions like, what led us to this point? But at the same time, I also understand that we're creatures of our own bodies and habits and stuff like that. So stuff like that can happen, and sometimes it is a mistake and not something deliberate and things like that. And I'm not one of those people that would just like lose my mind and think the world's coming to an end and stuff like that. So we've kind of been talking about that, but we haven't made any actual formalized decisions and stuff like that. But I mean, I'll just say this: if he's on the West Coast and whatnot, because he is right now, if he's on the West Coast and something comes up, He probably, I'd probably go ahead and let him have the hall pass.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. But that's me. Like, I also know that he's the jealous type. So like sometimes I can't remember when I put a picture on Twitter last summer, and oh, actually, it was the funniest thing because I dropped my phone. And the front facing camera actually took a picture, and it was funny because it was actually me reaching down to pick the phone, right? So I just put it out there on Twitter, and I was like, point of view, I just dropped my phone and stuff like that. And he sends me a text message later, and he was like, "You should be charging money if you're gonna put stuff up like that."
Oh.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, so I learned he's a jealous type, but he's kind of like the cute jealous, and not the I'm gonna like chop your dick off jealous.
Yeah. How long have you guys been together?
We just had our 1 year anniversary last Monday.
Oh,
Monday last week. Yeah, and he's been in California since the Tuesday before that. So I was like, yeah, you left me all by myself on my anniversary. Thank you.
Are you dudes like anniversaries? Like, do you remember specific dates on things and celebrate them?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, we did. Well, actually, let's see. So we don't remember when we actually like started talking to each other and like that. So we don't have that date, but we remember. But basically, we decided our anniversary is going to be back to our very first date, because basically.
Aww.
Basically, like we had our first date. And it's a crazy story. Like Tinder. He was a random Tinder profile I swiped on, and we started talking like a couple of months right before COVID happened. Like, wait, not even a couple of months. Like maybe like a month or so right before COVID happened, and it's funny because we were both under. COVID happens, all of a sudden all these states are getting stay-at-home orders and all this stuff. So I was there, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get myself in trouble because I was living in another place and I was living with 3 other adults. We had a big ass house and stuff. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just get off the apps because I'm gonna get myself in trouble and possibly bring COVID into the house. So I just cold turkey all the dating apps. And didn't even think about the fact that I left this guy hanging.
Oh.
When did they make us? When did they start saying stay at home? Was that in April of 2020?
That sounds about right.
March,
Yeah.
April, yep.
Yeah.
So I went damn near the entire rest of the year without getting on the apps and stuff. But then of course, like nobody did what they're supposed to during the quarantine and stuff like that. So, like my roommates are always like bringing people into the house and shit. And I'm like, what the fuck are y'all doing and stuff like that. And, we got close to the holidays and like, so everybody and their families are there. Everybody and their boo things are there and all that stuff. And I was like, man, I'm fucking lonely. So I got back on Tinder and, right after Thanksgiving, I got back on Tinder and I went through my chat history and I was like, oh shit, like we were getting kind of serious. So I looked at his profile real quickly and it didn't show his status. It didn't show his status. It didn't show the last time he was online. So I was like, fuck, maybe I'm blocked. So I was like, you know what? I'll just send a message. I sent him a message and literally the next day I got a notification that he replied. And it was so funny because I was like, okay, you know what? I owe you an apology because I should have said something before I did this. But when COVID happened and like all these stay-at-home orders and all that stuff got into place, I told myself, do not be on the apps. That way, that's the easiest way. Besides the fact that you can catch a disease anyway, like it is the easiest way to catch a disease, particularly COVID in this case and stuff like that. And it was funny because he was like, you know what? I literally did the exact same thing the moment the governor put the order out to stay at home. Like I did the exact same thing.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. And what was crazy about it is when he replied back, the first thing I looked to see, because we hadn't met before like the COVID thing happened. We hadn't even swapped phone numbers or whatnot. We hadn't gotten that serious yet, as far as I'm one of those people like when I'm talking to you on the dating app, like I don't give you all my personal stuff, like my email, my phone number, and all that stuff. You don't get that until
You
I
gotta
think
earn it.
Exactly, until I think we're serious and stuff like that. So when he had responded back to me the first time, I checked his location. The last time we were talking on it, like his location was within like 10 miles, like so he was pretty close to me. Well, I checked his location again. It was 3,000 something miles, and I was like, where the fuck did he go?
Oh no!
And he was like, hey, like he was like, just so you know, like I haven't moved away or anything. Like right now, I'm in California visiting my family.
Oh, okay.
And here I am sitting here like, damn, he checked Tinder like while he was on the West Coast with his family. Like, look at this guy. Yeah, so we quickly exchanged numbers and stuff and kept talking and after that and then after like the vaccines came out and stuff, as soon as I got the first full round of the first vaccine, that's when we met up for our first date. And it's been a year since, but technically we've known each other for 2 whole years.
Right.
Yeah, so that's our crazy story.
COVID love.
I know, isn't it crazy? You know, wow, that's another internet meme. Like people finding love in the age of COVID.
Yeah.
That's another internet meme.
COVID kept you apart from everyone, but it brought you closer to your love.
I hope so. We're pretty good together. I hope I don't jinx it by saying that. We're pretty good together.
Next week we'll
Do
be
you guys
discussing...
celebrate anniversaries or anything?
You're talking to those two now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do. I mean, we do. I mean, my wife and I have been married for what year since 2022? We'll be married 6 years this October. So, but we do like first date things and like our official date and stuff. So, I mean, we do stuff like that, but it's mostly like the big stuff is like weddings, and her birthday was this past weekend, so we did stuff for her birthday, and you know, not that that's like an anniversary or anything. It's anniversary of your birth. Thanks for coming into the world.
Thanks for coming to the world. Yeah.
But
yeah, some people are just like big into like the first kiss, the first time we do this, the first time we do that.
No, we
don't.
We don't,
I
we
don't
don't
remember
do that
any
stuff.
of that shit.
Yeah.
No, my boyfriend and I aren't that sappy. Our first kiss was on our first date, though.
Really?
Yeah. So is ours.
But there was probably a lot of build up, right, to that moment because you had already been talking.
Yeah,
so.
I think so. He had to ask me for it though, and it wasn't like I was playing hard to get. It was more a situation where I was like, this is the first date, and I don't want to be too forward or anything. So he was the one that went for it, and I was like, okay, he did it. I'm just going with the flow now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did you flip your foot up, LeRon?
No. No, I'm the taller person in the relationship.
That doesn't mean anything, LeRon.
You could still have to kick the foot out.
So I know you're I think you're almost the same height as me, if not the same. What are you, like 6'4", 6'5"?
6'3".
6'3".
Wow, you guys are tall.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're 6'5", right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dang.
What? I mean, is there like a big size discrepancy? Because like
there is.
My wife is 5'7", so I mean it's like
there is. He's literally small enough he could climb all over me like a spider monkey.
Oh, that's cute.
I love it.
Yeah, I believe he's crap. I want to say he's 5'8".
Okay.
I'm 5'9", so I get that.
5'6".
Oh yeah. Oh, here's a funny story, right? The apartment he lives in is one of. I've never really been a fan of these type of apartments. Is the apartments where like it's where your front door is basically just goes upstairs into your apartment, like yeah. So like he loves when like I'm leaving his place for the night. He loves that he gets to stand on the stairs and be taller than me.
Oh, that's cute.
So I have to be the one to lean up to kiss him.
That's
Aww.
cute.
I dated a girl who was 4'11". That was we got a lot of looks, but
yeah,
it was fine. She was fun.
I bet.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna say that.
I'm Corey. You kind of like being able to manhandle people in certain situations, don't you?
I have no comment on the matter. We did a lot of fun things together. I'll just leave
Sure,
it at
you
that.
did.
Most of them have already been told on this show, so.
I'll have to go catch those episodes.
Well, not most of them. A lot of some of them.
Stephanie, what's the height difference between you and your boo right now?
Very close. So
Very
I'm
close?
5'6", and he's like 5'9". He's
Okay.
I feel so bad. I'm gonna say it anyway. I feel so bad with the way it's gonna come out. I'm like, he's a tiny dude, but like, he's not tiny where it matters, so it's fine.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. She went there.
But I mean, like, it's okay if he's 5'9" because I'm 5'6". Like,
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
need him
yeah.
to be 6 feet, 7 feet tall.
Right.
Like,
As long as
fine.
they're taller.
Yeah, and I'm not a big heels person, so.
Not like the whole TikTok trend. 6 feet tall and super strong. Not like that, right?
Oh, I'm so out of touch with the TikTok.
With the TikToks.
LeRon sends us
TikToks.
TikToks all the time in our group chat, and it's like,
It's addicting.
TikTok is
Yeah.
fun. I will say that. Oh, you want to know a bad habit I have? I'm not sure when one of the updates that TikTok had. Now you can categorize your favorites and your likes now. So like all the likes and stuff that I've bookmarked and stuff like that. I have like 30 something categories now. I've got like cute funny, relationship funny, like zodiacs. Like I've got all sorts of crazy stuff. I've literally got a category for send to Corey and Stephanie. I've got a category, but
That's so nice.
wow.
Wow. Feel special.
What are those TikToks that get specially sent to Corey and stuff?
What's the one I sent you guys today? I sent y'all one today, right?
You did.
Are
Stephanie
they, like,
just means he
gamer
thinks about us
related,
while
or-
he's on TikTok, which is scary.
Where's my phone? I don't know where my phone's at. Uh-oh, that's not a good thing.
Uh-oh. What if the boyfriend calls and you're podcasting around?
Exactly.
Uh-oh.
And then you're going to get a jealous text.
Where is my phone? Oh, well. I'll find it.
But to answer your question, I do like celebrating anniversaries, but I don't know if, again, it's the divorce thing or whatever. I kind of forgot. Usually the guy forgets. I forgot. I'm like, David, when did we start going out?
Did he remember?
He's like, is this a trap? I'm like, no, it's not. Like, I literally
Is this a trap?
really forgot.
That's usually my first question when my wife asks me something.
I'm like, no, I actually forgot. So we just like picked a day. We're like, all right, that's fine. So-
Okay. Cool.
Well,
Did you picked one?
Our day
I've
is
had
easy.
some-
It's New Year's Day, so
Oh, that's easy to
that's
remember.
way too easy.
I know.
God.
strategically placed.
How about you, Mackenzie? Tell us
Um,
about you.
yeah, we got married June 25th, 2016.
All right.
So that's our anniversary, and I only remember our engagement date, August 14th, because that's also his birthday.
Oh,
so-
nice.
Oh, okay.
Easy to remember that one, but
Yep.
other than that, we don't really we never did anniversaries, or even before being engaged, we never oh, it's our 1 year or whatever. It's just I don't know.
Yeah,
I never
I
got
don't know
into that.
I don't know if people still do in this day and age do what's the first year? Paper? Like every anniversary
Oh, yeah,
year
even
that
after
stuff.
weddings is
Mm-hmm. We we don't really do that.
No, it's you want to get a PlayStation? Cool. That's pretty much it. A nice dinner.
That's the opposite of
Yeah,
what my wife says. You want to get a PlayStation? How much does that cost? No.
Ah!
How much does that cost?
No. What's wrong with the stuff you have? I'm like, nothing.
Nothing. I just want that too. I'm pretty easy. Video games, consoles, take me to the movie, buy me dinner.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Food's always a big winner in this house.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, for real, yeah.
I think the only thing well, it's not anniversary, but the one thing that I asked for our first Valentine's, because I have a weird relationship with Valentine's Day because I don't want it to be too typical, but I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
the holidays there, so like I would do something like cook each other meals or something. And the one thing I asked, and I gave him plenty of notice for this, I says, I want to have a dance with you, just in the privacy of our homes, whatever song, I just want you to dance with me. And he forgot. And he wouldn't.
No!
Oh shit!
I got on him on that, like, and I still won't let it go. I was not happy.
It is hard when you have like your heart set on something and you're like
And
you're waiting
like,
for a moment and then it like just doesn't happen.
And I gave him a heads up, so it's not like I expected him to predict it. Number two, I didn't ask for jewelry. I didn't ask for something expensive. It's free. It's fucking free.
Yes, that's the ones. Those are always the biggest bummers when it's like something completely for free and it gets missed. And you're like, God, I would have been happy with like the bare minimum. And now it's a thing. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, so go off track there.
I don't know if we have a track.
There's no track.
There's
I
no
don't think
track.
there's a track.
There's no track.
There's like a gerbil
Anyone
and a
have-
broken
It's
hamster
like a Rainbow
wheel.
Yeah.
Road Mario Kart race right now. Like,
Yeah.
Well, does anyone else kind of have their own thoughts or feelings or personal whatevers on zip code rule? Like for me, I'm a jealous person, not a crazy chop your dick off person. Although I like to jokingly threaten to punch my boyfriend's nuts because I think it's funny. But I would never do that. But I would say I'm like a healthy version of jealous. I don't think psychologically, mentally, emotionally built for a polygamous thing.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just like me. Like I don't think I can handle it. I just genuinely, I would implode on myself. So
Yeah.
that's me. That's on me.
Yeah. I mean,
Same.
I'm the same way. I think I don't know if I could do that.
yeah.
Not. I mean, especially now, right? I mean, like maybe in my 20s when you kind of date around and try to find someone, and then, you know, I don't know. But now, no, definitely not.
Yeah. Agreed. Even though in my 20s though, even like I never really dated around. Like even in high school I didn't even date because I'm like, I know I won't like this guy. I know I won't like this. I know
Mm-hmm.
this is gonna end. Like
Mhm.
it'd be fun for a little bit, but this is not a long-term type of person I'd be with.
Yeah.
So
Smart.
I was never like into dating around, and then even if I were like dating someone, like that's my focus. Like I'm not talking to other people.
Mm-hmm.
That's just me. I know a lot of other people are different and they can like juggle a bunch until they want to settle, but I just like I can't. Like you're my focus and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Don't juggle siblings. LeRon, write that down.
Wait,
Ooh.
excuse me?
Take
There's a-
notes, LeRon. Don't do
There's
that.
Is someone dating their sibling on this podcast?
Oh no! He meant
I-
don't date in the same family.
Yeah, I dated a girl and then I dated her sister, and it was like a on and off sort of thing for a while. It was
Like on and off with each sister?
yeah. It
No.
was like
Whoa.
it was a thing.
How?
I mean,
Wasn't it awkward?
I mean, no, it was fine. It was fun.
Were you hoping that like on again, off again, on again, off again, that like everyone would just be on at the same time?
I mean,
Question.
they
Did the sisters
were
look
on at the
alike?
same time sometimes. So
Oh no!
we
Did they
we had
know?
we had the threesome episode already. Did I not say anything on that episode?
Oh.
I don't remember that.
Okay, maybe I didn't. Maybe I just let LeRon talk about it. Maybe
Oh,
I didn't say
no
anything.
way!
It was an experimental time. It was a lot of things involved. It was fine. A lot of work, but it was fine.
A lot of work. You don't hear that description when people talk about the sounds.
Look, I have a hard enough
it's a
time
lot of
focusing
work.
on one thing. When you put two things in front of me, that's just exciting and fun. It's like I don't know. It's like a dog chasing two mail trucks. It's like it doesn't know which one to chase. What if one turns left and one turns right, and you're just standing there?
Especially for a guy, like you already have a hard enough time finding the spot, right? For
No.
one person, let alone two.
No. Yeah. No, it's like yeah. No, it was I don't know. One was very like serious and focused on career and life, and the other one was very like party-ish, you know.
Mm.
But it just became something strange, but it worked for a while. And then like I don't know, like it was just like a weird relationship we were in, and then yeah, it was, I don't know where to go from here. It was just crazy sometimes. There was a lot of costumes involved too. It was fun.
Oh, there's like costume changes.
Yeah. It was fun. Mid-20s, I gotta tell you. It was fun. So
Man,
uh,
Stephanie, do you love hearing that Corey's a freak as much as I do?
Oh, heck yeah, because like I said, I've never had lived this lifestyle before, so it just like, I'm like this.
look,
Like
sometimes
my hands
sometimes on the
Tell
show
me more.
sometimes on the show I don't know how far to go. Because
Oh,
I don't know if people are like, please stop or keep going, you know? I don't want to be like,
clearly keep
I,
going.
I think the audience that our show gets, like they know exactly what they're getting into.
I guess that's fair. All right. Well, I guess this is gonna how it started. I guess we'll start there. And so I was dating the one girl for a while, and we met in a college class actually, and like we would skip sometimes and go to the movies, and then like we started like, you know, like messing around like you do in the beginning when you don't, if you just wanting to have fun, and then it got pretty serious. And then her sister was in like this really abusive relationship, and so one day we got a phone call from her sister, and we had to go pick her up from her abusive boyfriend's house. Which, LeRon, you think we're big people? This guy was like 6'7",
Oh,
and like
Jesus Christ!
training to be like an MMA fighter. He was
Well,
he was
have
a
fun.
big dude, and nobody warned me about this guy. So we went and picked her up, and he punched me in the face, which, if you like, right here on my eye, like there's like a piece of my eyelid missing. Like you can feel it.
Yikes!
You can't see it, but you can feel it, and that's what
Uh-huh.
that's from. So that was fun.
Dang.
So, not that like I want you guys touching my face, but if you want to feel it sometime, guys, you can just kind of get in there. You can kind of gross.
Get in there.
Just finger it up, guys.
Just-
Just get it in there. It's
Yep.
fine. But yeah, so like how it kind of started was like we got back to the girl I was dating at the time, her house, and I was getting ready to leave, and my face was in a lot of pain, and I asked her sister if she was okay, and she was like, yeah, and we got in this kind of conversation, and I said, well, I guess I'll see you around, and she said, I hope so, and that's how that started.
Oh, just by saying that?
I mean, well, I'm a kind of a single 24-year-old guy
Kind of.
that an attractive girl says that to you, you're kind of like, okay,
Yeah.
that's nice. You know, like,
But wait, this was the sister, right?
yeah.
Okay.
And
He's
so
like, okay.
so me and the one girl were still like dating, but not really official. And then we all kind of hung out one night, and there were alcoholic beverages involved, and the girl I was with kind of went to bed, and we kind of stayed up, and just kind of became a thing. And then we all had to have the awkward conversation because, we kind of got caught is the wrong word, but like, you know what I mean? Like it just kind of like, so what are we doing here, guys, girls? What are we doing here? So we had to have that conversation, and then we ended up not having the conversation, and
Wait, what does that mean?
Yeah.
What do you think it means, LeRon? We ended up not having the conversation. And that's how this 3-way relationship started, sort of. And then, of course, the original girl got jealous, so I ended up with the sister. And then she got into really bad... She became like... She didn't become. She already was like an alcoholic. She was super drunk all the time and kind of violent, which sometimes is fun, but other times not so fun. So we had like a really on and off relationship. She kind of went into rehab and whatever. So sister and I worked it out over here. Then she became super psycho, and then we went back over here. And then it was just kind of like a flip-flop, and then sometimes it was like, when you put flip-flops together to put them in the closet, they kind of just slide right in.
Wow!
Just kind of...
Oh my god.
So that went on for a while. Yeah. Don't have sex in nightclub bathrooms, guys. It's gross.
It is gross.
We had that conversation already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can confirm. Yeah.
But it was a very interesting 3 or 4 years.
3 or 4 years of that.
Yeah. Well, not of that, but like them being a part of my life was like a really,
Did you ever feel just like burnt out, like pulled in too many directions?
Yeah, it was like I said, it's a lot of work. And then like at one point, like we just kind of cut. I had to make a decision, so I went one way, and then that relationship was great, and then well, if you want the details, you can go listen to a previous episode, but she died she got hit by a drunk driver, and
oh my god,
and her sister made my life like a living hell for like 5 years. So that was fun.
Whoa.
You know what? Now it puts it all.
That took a turn.
Now it puts it all in perspective, like how she became like this toxic person. Now it puts it all in perspective. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's a lot. That's a lot to process and deal with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if you don't have, like, if you're processing a death, someone you cared about, and then the person that shares that mutual, love for them isn't also there for you.
Yeah.
Which sounds like they weren't.
Yeah.
That's also tough. That it's like, great, now you don't have like a support system.
Yeah, and that was really tough too, because like her, like, long story short, her sister blamed it on me. Her death, and that, like, because like she was living. So I live in Ohio, and her sister was going to Ohio State for like a master's something or other, and we were supposed to go down one weekend to visit her, and I had to work that weekend, and I told her to go down, and that I would just see her when she got back, and then she never came back. So it's like
yeah,
it was just like one of those things.
Yeah, there's no way you could have known.
Yeah, I mean, I went through the whole, I blamed myself for a long time, and then I kind of got over it in a way, sort of, but still something that crosses
Yeah.
my mind, especially like this month. Like last week would have been like our 13, 14, 15 year anniversary, something
Wow.
of depending on like when we wanted to start our relationship. And like, you know, it crosses my mind every now and then, but like honestly, my wife got me through a lot of that pain that was still lingering even years later. So
Wow.
Sorry, I didn't mean to bring this conversation down.
No.
I mean,
but
it's a pretty impactful moment in your life.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's, I think, natural to like want to blame yourself because like that's kind of like, I feel like someone's immediate response, but there's so many other factors that I mean, it's like the butterfly thing, right? Like literally, like anything can set something. So
yeah,
exactly.
And I didn't really have a great support system after that either, because like I still have family that like, you know, this girl was mixed race. She was black and white, I guess. I don't know, but yeah. So it didn't really sit well with certain people. And so like, you know, certain people just didn't acknowledge her existence in certain points. So that was rough too.
Yeah. So it's like you didn't have her family or your family to lean on.
Made it more strained. And...
Yeah, that's tough to process.
Yeah, it was not fun.
No.
It's okay. We got through it, and here we are.
How did you meet your wife?
Real boring on the internet.
Real boring.
Everyone says real boring on the internet. I don't think that's boring, but
like that's kind of like the way it is, and, you know, like that's kind of present day thing. I think it's more fascinating when people meet more organically, like at a bar or something, or they get hooked up with like, you know, like from like somebody they know or something, you know.
Yeah. Well, like I had been like, after all that happened, I had met people and dated people, and I was in a really terrible relationship after that because like, you know, I hated myself, so why shouldn't I be with someone who hates me too, I guess. But,
oh no!
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, that's the mind fuck behind the whole thing.
I don't know if I should save that story for another day or not, but oh my god, that girl was so just not. She was just terrible to me.
Ugh.
Like, she spent all my money and then some, and it was like one of those relationships where like they kind of use you, and then when you don't have anything else to give, they just get rid of you. You know what I mean?
They turn on you.
And
wow.
Yeah. And so like I was like, I'm not meeting anybody else without like a checklist or something. Like, this is just ridiculous. You know, I mean, that's how I met my wife. Although the person I met before my wife was a catfish, and I was like, "Oh God, this is happening too." Oh my God!
No
you got
catfished?
catfished?
Yeah, did I not tell that story on this show either?
No.
And it's all coming out.
Oh my
tonight.
God! Yeah. So I signed up for online dating, and the person I met before my wife, she was like this really cute redhead, kind of tan, and she was like really cute and like had like a big list of things that I would enjoy doing with this person. And then I said, "Hey, do you want to," like, we were talking, and we had talked for like, I don't know, a week and a half or 2 weeks or whatever, and I was finally like, "Hey, do you want to like meet up for dinner? Do you want to go out to dinner and like actually meet and hang out and whatever?" She was like, "Yeah, sure." And like, I was like, "Do you want me to pick you up, or do you want to meet so it's not like some random strangers coming to pick you up?" I was trying to be polite.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
And so we decided to meet at the restaurant. So I got there first. I got us a table, whatever. And this totally different person shows up. Like it didn't even remotely look like the same person.
Jesus Christ.
And not that I was like opposed to this other person, but this is not.
It's a lie.
This is
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
You know, and I seriously got up and left.
Oh wow! Did you?
This
say
person like
anything?
have any explanation? Like, hey, sorry, I don't
I was
look like
like-
the pictures.
Yeah, I didn't even wait for an explanation. I was like, this is not you. I'm not going to start this out on a lie. I've had
Yeah.
enough relationships based on lies. I'm not starting this one out on one.
Did they like walk up to the table?
Yeah.
And were you like, are you?
I was like-
so-and-so?
Yeah. No, they were like, are you Corey? I'm like, yeah. Like, I seriously thought that this was like this person's friend who had like come to like make sure I was like a real person
Like,
or something.
Yeah, not a serial killer.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, and I was like, "What? Can I just catch a break or something?" And I was like, "You know what? I already signed up for a month. I might as well just keep going." You know,
That's hilarious.
that's how they get you. They suck you in for a whole month.
That's how they get you.
And so I like was talking to my wife, and like the thing is like I was talking to during this online thing. I was talking to another person too, and like I was kind of scared to like meet someone else, so I was like delaying, and then I went out on a date with this one person, and she was really nice. But then I delayed a date with my wife, and we went out on New Year's Day, and I totally just ghosted this other person, which I kind of feel bad about, but in the end, I married my wife, so
Right.
Oh,
Well,
whatever.
it worked out for you.
Yeah.
I wish we could like side flash the other person's
Yeah.
POV. Like,
Well,
what
it's
they're up
funny
to.
because after I met my wife, like 6 months later, I was like, I wonder what happened to that other person. And it was funny because she had commented on something on my Facebook page. Like, I had my art portfolio on my Facebook page for a long time, and she had commented on it. And I checked her profile. She ended up like getting engaged within the 6 months that my wife and I were together. I was like, oh,
Whoa.
okay. Well, she's
They're
fine.
Yeah,
pretty awesome.
exactly.
So
'Cause,
it
like-
all worked out. That's
Because
cool.
like I kind of felt bad, but then I was like, do I need to feel
They
bad?
were probably
I
talking to
don't
other
know.
people too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she
Yeah.
moved on.
yeah. I was like, she's fine. So
How'd you meet your husband, Mackenzie?
Oh, okay.
Oh, this sounds like it's either funny or embarrassing.
It's just, it's a lot. So let's see, what's the TLDR here? So I originally met him because he was a customer at my parents' shop. My parents own a coffee house.
Ooh.
So I started working there. They put me to work at like 14. So I started working there. So he was a regular at the shop, and I thought he was like very cute. And then at 16, when I turned 16, my parents were like, cool, you need to go get a second job.
A second job.
Oh yeah. So I was like, great. So he actually was a manager at a restaurant up the road from the shop. So I was like, I went in for an interview, and he's like, I already know you. Like, I know you're very responsible. So yes, like you can work here. So I started working there, and I don't know, there was just like always like innocent flirting, but like nothing crazy or anything. And then I would like every birthday he had, I'd like made a cake. And like there was a video game store next door, so I bought him like whatever the latest Madden was, because he was big into Madden then. But like just as like an employee, like hey, you're a great boss kind
no
of thing.
employees ever bought me video games.
Right?
I
I was,
managed
like,
a
trying
restaurant
to,
for
like- I
11
was like
years.
trying to
I
get
don't
in,
know.
but like not, you know. So then I started college, which was in the area, and then he left the company, and then I found him on MySpace, because that's when MySpace was still a thing. And I messaged him. I was like, "Hey, is this you? Like, this your profile?" And he responded. So we started chatting on MySpace, and then we brought it over to AIM. So we would talk on AIM a lot. And then eventually he was like, invited me over to his place. I was like, all right, so I'm gonna go over. So I drove over, and he had one of those like mini cans of Heineken's like in the fridge. So I had like basically half a beer, and I was like, I've been drinking, so now I can't drive back to campus. Which is like such a joke, because like obviously half a beer I'm fine.
Oh, sneaky.
Then he jokes that it's like, oh, I smelled alcohol, I can't drive. So I spent the night, and he kissed me, and he was like, is that okay? And I was like, yeah, that's okay. So we didn't like do anything else, we just like kissed, and I slept over. But then we just kept hanging out, and then been hanging out ever since. But it was like a whole thing, because then I had to tell my parents, hey, I'm dating so and so, that and then it was like a very long road of them not being too happy about that. 'Cause there's also an age difference between us, so
if you don't mind me asking, like, and you don't have to answer it, but just because like I have a significant.
Oh yeah, it's similar. I think it's 13 years is ours, so it's similar.
Well, yeah, they probably just didn't like the fact that like since he was a regular in their shop, you were
right. Yeah,
even
so, like
by that time you were old enough, but
right,
yeah.
that time when we were like, it was like 18. I just turned 19 when we were like, we decided we're serious. So yeah, they were like definitely not pleased. They like basically my family stopped talking to me.
Oh no.
And then I lied and said we broke up, but we didn't. And then like 3 years later, like the
married.
anxiety of lying, because I was still living at home too. So I was like living at home.
Wait, you stuck around for 3 years.
Yeah. And when we first started dating, he moved. I'm in Connecticut. He moved to upstate New York. So I was driving to upstate New York like the weekend, and I'd be like, "Oh, I'm going to a campus party. I'm sleeping over so and so's like dorm room." Da 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 da. But really, I'm driving to upstate New York to go hang out with him. So eventually, like the anxiety in like the lying, I was like,
yeah.
So like I wrote a letter, because I have a hard time like expressing myself. So I like wrote a letter, like sat each of my parents down, basically. Those conversations did not go well either.
Oh.
Some things were said that I unfortunately will always remember, even though they don't mean it anymore. But I'm like, you said that about me. And then
No. You should always hold family accountable. Seriously.
Yeah. I'm kind of just like learning that now, actually. I'm gonna like, ever since like actually COVID kind of opened that door, because like before COVID I was always like the kid in my family that's like, we're gonna get together for holidays, rally everyone, like family,
yeah.
and like it was just never like, it never worked. And then when COVID hit, it's like, well, I literally cannot hang out with anyone. I used to be in quarantine, and so like that first year when we were in lockdown, it was like, I don't have to go over for Christmas. I don't gotta go over.
It's so liberating.
And it was like, this is really nice. So
yeah, not everyone has their own rate of like growth in that sense, depending on the family dynamic. Like, I only recently started learning about boundaries myself with my parents, because they just. Yeah, we won't get into that, but just learning boundaries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's like probably a whole episode too, is like dealing with that stuff.
Kind of sounds like the conversation when my parents found out my wife was Jewish.
Oh.
Wait. You know what? Without opening too big of a can of worms, that was a big deal.
Yeah.
I feel like that's
like a really like a.
You know what? You know what? Caucasian people trip me out sometimes. You would think that would not be a big deal.
Yeah, it was a pretty big deal. Look, when my parents got married, like my mom was raised Baptist and my dad was a Catholic, and that was a huge deal.
Well, see, that's the thing. I thought like the difference in religion for the most part was more of like a much older generation thing. Like I thought,
Well,
it's not really.
My parents are 70, so I mean,
yeah, that's reminding
Also-
me. My mom turned 70 this year. That's reminding me of things.
also when they found out that my wife's family are immigrants was not really that was a really interesting
wow.
conversation.
Well, I
I
already
feel like we have very similar families.
Yeah. I mean,
Well,
they're fine now, but like, it's just like, God, that conversation is just like,
Yeah.
Well, let's just say like some eyebrows in my family got raised when I told my mom that I'm dating an Armenian guy. So yeah.
Mhm.
So
Yeah. Well, I mean, my mom still like every week, like not every week, but like when she asks me how like my internet shows are going, she's
Oh my God.
she whispers into the phone. She's like, "Do you still do it with that black guy?" I'm like she'll whisper into the phone. I'm like, "Yeah, Mom, I do podcasts with all kinds of people that,
Wow.
you know." She's like, "Oh, is it still the gay one?" I'm like,
Wow.
and I'm like,
Oh,
"Yeah,
by the way, she's not talking about me.
Yeah.
By the way.
yeah." Wait till she finds out there's a second one.
There's a bisexual one.
Yeah. So
Mind blown
Wow.
at that point.
no.
That's a similar responses I get at home too. My brother actually lives in Israel now. He married a Jewish woman who's from Israel. So that
What?
was like a whole thing. Like and he converted, which
Oh,
we're
he
not
converted.
we're
Oh,
not
that's
we're not religious at all. Like we were all baptized, but we're not like we stopped going to church in like when I was in kindergarten or
Uh-huh.
something. So we're not like a religious family. But when he decided like I want to convert, it's important to her. Like none of the
Oh,
siblings
I bet
cared.
that
We're like,
turned into-
whatever. I don't care what you do. But my dad was like,
that turned into a big deal for him. I guarantee the older generation, it becomes a big deal.
yeah,
Church was a big deal in our family. I mean, not that like I'm religious or anything, but like when my grandma was alive, my mom would make sure we were ready for church every Sunday until like literally until my grandma died. We went to church when I was like, I think it was like 22 or 23 when my grandma died.
wow.
Every Sunday, better be there for grandma. I'm like, okay. Man, church. Gotta tell you, there's some fun stories for church we'll talk about in another episode.
Oh, man.
Good times.
Yeah. You know what? I think we can end it here. Did we go around the room? Like we got to everybody, right?
I did. Sure. About what? I don't know. I feel like we just were all saying words.
It was just all about like just relationship stuff. I feel like this was like very lighthearted, very funny. Got heavy. Got heavy. At certain points. And stuff.
Cathartic.
Yeah.
We laughed. We cried.
Yeah.
We did.
I think this is good because I mean, like, we really could have hit people over the head. We could have talked about the shit that's going down in the Supreme Court and stuff, but like we can be nice sometimes, right?
And sometimes people need a break from hearing all that all the time. I mean,
Yeah.
that topic is not going to go away anytime soon. I feel.
Yeah, like our government's on some bullshit, but then again, like like we wake up every day and know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice to like forget for a minute.
Oh yeah, for real. We that's the one thing I will say. Like we try our best to have fun here at Boss Rush. Whether it's After Dark where we're pseudo serious about things, or whether it's one of our flagship shows like Pal Block, for example. I was on Pal Block this weekend, man. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
Are you sure? I feel like you're lying.
No, I'm not lying. I actually had fun. Like Ed's coming on Crossroads Tuesday.
Oh.
That's awesome.
Not enough Nintendo talk on that Crossroads show, I hear.
All right, then. Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and shut this puppy down. No, some people gotta get to bed. Some people got to worry about their phone. I have no idea where my phone's
Mine's
at,
right here, LeRon.
I mean, I can use my watch to find my phone.
Oh, fancy.
There you go.
Mr. Tech
Yeah.
guy.
I still wear a watch, guys. Meh.
What, you don't?
No, I don't even own a watch.
Okay, we're gonna save that for next week.
To be fair, I don't. To be fair, I don't own sunglasses either. So.
Well, you lie.
That I don't understand.
You lie.
I
Come on,
don't.
everyone's gotta
You
have
lie.
a pair.
Those stunners you have.
Oh my
you
gosh,
lie.
look at those sunglasses.
My 8-bit, it says pew 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 on it.
Pew pew pew.
You, that's awesome. Where'd you get that?
One of my good friends that I met through streaming, Genesis_GH, he got these for me for I think my birthday a couple years ago.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Freaking awesome.
Those are
Yeah.
pretty cool. All right, everyone. Well, this has been Boss Rush After Dark, the alternative podcast show of the flagship for Boss Rush Network. We'd like to thank you all for tuning in and listening to the show. Thanks, Mackenzie, for hanging out with us tonight. It's a pleasure. Let everybody know one more time, where can they find you?
Yes, thanks for having me, guys. You can find me at twitch.tv/NerderSheWrote. I stream indie games, so come hang out with us. I stream Saturday nights, so come in there. You can also find me at NerderSheWrote.com. You can find me at NerderSheWrote on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Discord. Check it all out. Come join all
of it.
follow
Just
me.
do
all
it.
of it. Just follow me on everything. Come join it. It's fun.
All right. Now, Corey, you may go.
You can find me at I am Corey in HD on Twitter and Instagram. You can find me hosting the Boss Rush podcast, Nintendo Power Block, and Standard Definition. It's a good time. You should hang out with us more often.
All right, Steph.
You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Klimov, KLIMOV_author. Twitter is more of my gamer and author stuff. Instagram is where you can see me work the pole and get bursitis. It's so sexy like that. But seriously, you'll find me on the Boss Rush podcast Wednesday nights. You'll find me here on After Dark and the Disney arm of Standard Definition.
All right. And as always, you can find me on social media at Exodus803. That's also my Twitch and YouTube channels. And that's also my gamer tag for the various networks that I could be on, like PlayStation Network or Steam. Don't forget, Tuesday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Crossroads, the Crossroads podcast.
Good catch.
Yeah. I almost screwed that up. That happens every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on twitch.tv/Exodus803, and I am on various other Boss Rush Network shows. That's it for us tonight. We appreciate you guys out there. Stay safe. Be kind to people.
Yes.
Like, the world is crazy right now, but there's still good things about you that can happen to you in this world. So just remember that. And we will catch you next time. Good night.
Be the light the world needs.
Yes.
Deuces.
Hugs, not drugs.
Math is power.
Oh, hold on.
I don't know.
You already stopped. You already stopped, right?
Nope. Sure didn't.
Oh, okay.
Hang in there.
Hold on. I've done some pretty fun drugs.
I was just trying to be inspirational, LeRon, okay? You don't have to...
Well, back in the Dare days, I thought...